Isn't the Quran says how Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? So how you say to me the Quran does not say that he is a male? Do you see it? To him, again, it's not a male, brother. It's Allah have no gender. To him is due the primary origin of the heaven and the earth. How can he is not a male, obviously, have a son? Somebody might say to you, Christian, don't you say we believe that our God, Jesus, he came to this earth as a male, no problem. You Muslims, you have no idea what you are worshipping. Jesus, our Lord, the Christ, he came as a perfect male. How can he have a son when he have no girlfriend? And even the Quran is so filthy, did not even use the word wife, use a consort, a girlfriend, sahiba. So when this Abdul, he tried to answer something, first of all, he answered nothing about the question. He's just saying to us, we favor it because it's not a male or female. This is why you use the word Allah. Well, there's many words that they are not male or female, then we can use them as Allah too. Is the word chair male or female? Continue, Abdul.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has got no gender. If you add father to God, it becomes Godfather. He's my Godfather. He's my guardian.
Okay. If you have father to God, so how the Arab they says Allah have 3 daughters? I mean, look at this silly answer. What does have to do with the question? This is what happened when you ask them an embarrassment question. They don't know. He's just making his own, like, let me find a way to say something. I have to say something. But this is all have nothing to do with the question. The question you should say, okay, Allah, he said, his name is Allah. Okay, but what Allah mean? They don't know. Continue.
There's nothing like Allah Abba or Allah Father in Islam.
So how you say that the God of the Christian is the same as the God of the Muslims? Because the Christian, they called God our Father. Then you will find somebody even saying to you, the Arab Christian, they use in their translation, in the Arabic translation, as the same as the Indonesian Christians, or in Malaysia, they use the word Allah, which is a false translation. But as you see, here we go, they are using false translation, and they say Allah is our Father. So the name did not prevent that from happening. Stupid. And the Arab, they say Allah have 3 daughters. So that did not prevent that from happening.
If you add a mother to God, it becomes Godmother.
Okay, well, guys, if you add a mother to God. Well, here we go, you add 3 daughters to Allah. What a difference. What is different? The Arab, they added 3 daughters to Allah, Al-Lat and Al-Uzza and Manat, and some they say even Manat is the wife. They are not sure which one is the wife.
There's nothing like Allah Mother or Allah Ammi in Islam. If you prefix tin before God, it becomes tin God, meaning a fake God. There's nothing like tin Allah in Islam. That's the reason we Muslims, we prefer calling Allah.
Did you see? We Muslim, we prefer to call Allah, Allah. It's a prefer. Did you hear this? We prefer. So what this idiot saying, we Muslim look at names and we could not find better name than this name. We look between the words and we say, okay, well, this is the name look like this is the best between all the names. So you are worshiping a name, you do not know what the name is, just because you are saying you cannot make it male or female, you cannot make it grandfather, you cannot make it poor. I mean, what this is stupid as what kind of religion this religion is. This is the reason. Remember, he's telling you why he is calling God Allah. And the reason is the following. But none of them is an answer for anything. And that's mean you made a choice of a word. If you find a better word tomorrow, you will dump this word and go to the other word. Continue. A bishop angers when I said Bible use. And what are you talking about?
By the Arabic word Allah. And that's the reason this word Allah is also present in most of the major religious scriptures. If you read the 6 scriptures, one of the attributes given to Almighty God is Allah. If you read the Christian Bible, in the Gospel of Mark, chapter number 15, verse 34, in the Gospel of Matthew.
Stop. Stop. Let me go there. There is no such a thing. Even the word there does not talk about God, you idiot. The guy he quote, whatever he quote, the Muslim they put in the screen. Here we go. This is all the translation for Mark 13:34. What translation you want? And you can use even the Hebrew one. Where? What? How? But you know, when you are a liar, you say whatever you want. Here we got you busted. You don't even know how to quote correctly. Which verse you are talking about?
Chapter number 27, verse number 46. When Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, when he was put on the cross, he cried out, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani.
Eli, Eli is Allah. Abdul, it is Ili, Ili, Ili. A-L, ye, to make it my. So, Ili is a quotation from the Old Testament. Il is the word which is God. It's not even a name, you idiot, you donkey. So what Il have to do with Allah?
Oh God, why hast thou forsaken me?
Okay, hold on. As long as you just say that Il is what Jesus said. So why you Muslim, you say that you follow Jesus too? You see, Jesus did not say Allah, he says Ili. It is you who said that, not me. So why you are following a God you do not know where? Ili is Allah, Allah? I mean, they are pretty close. Like, just a distance of 2,000 miles between them. Say that again, brother.
Cried out, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Oh God, why hast thou forsaken me? Does Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani sound like, oh God, why hast thou forsaken me? No. But if you translate into Arabic, it says, Allah, Allah, lama taraktani.
If you translate the English Arabic, you stupid translate what? This is the Hebrew, you donkey. You want to like, if you translate the Arabic, it is Allah, Allah. Anyway, let me show you another guy, and this will be the end of this video. Showing you clearly that Muslims do not know what they are worshipping, and in fact, they stole the name. Remember, this video is posted to me by a Muslim. A Muslim, he says to me, the meaning of Allah is in this video. The comment is there in the section, in the previous video. The link posted by a Muslim, and he is the one who asked me to play this video for you. And guess what? They agree with the Christian Prince that Allah is a theft, and we do not know what it's mean. Muslim says.
What does Allah mean? Allah originally comes from the word al-ilah, the Lord, the deity, the one who is worthy of being deified. But the nature of language is that over time language begins to develop. And if a word is being used again and again repeatedly, sometimes things that are not essential parts of the word may be deleted over time. So for example, in Arabic, people are known as unas. And over time, as the Arabs would say al-unas, 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 some people started to speak faster and they started to then say an-nas. Even though the original word is still used till today, people use al-unas as well. And similarly, people would essentially say al-ilah, 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 and over time, as the usage continued, al-ilah, Allah.
Hilarious! Did you hear it? Did you hear it? The people, they say al-ilah, 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 and by time it says became Allah. Okay, I will go with you then. How the name became the name of your God? Because al-ilah is the God of anybody. And those who say that word first is the pagan. So, is it you who choose the word? People, they say it's a popular word. This is what he's saying. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. And please have mercy on the Abdul. Genius. He just proved that everything Christian Prince he said is absolutely true. Muslims, they are following others. They are copying others. People say, people said, people before us said. So we copy what they said. We like what they said. We choose it because we like it. We did not make it. It's not the name of Allah. It is a name coming from somebody.
What does Allah mean? Allah originally comes from the word al-ilah, the Lord, the deity, the one who is worthy of being deified. But the nature of language is that over time language begins to develop. And if a word is being used again and again repeatedly, sometimes things that are not essential.
Abdul, it's used by who? It is used by who? Used by the infidels, the pagan. So the pagan, they use it. And then Zakir Naik explained to us how unique it is, brother. This guy, he's just saying it's not unique. By time, they make it easier. So it was al-ilah. What this guy, he said. I mean, do you see how every one of them, he give you different definition, different answer? Do you see how much confused they are? The other guy, he said to us, you cannot make it male and female when we prove it to be wrong, because Allah is He. Allah says, how I can have a girlfriend, which means He is He. The Arab, they call Allah have 3 daughters, so He can have children. The name will not make any difference. And now this guy is saying to you, the correct word is not Allah. It is al-ilah. But people, they want to speak it faster, so make it Allah. Did you hear it? So you must pray to al-ilah, not to Allah, or to Allah, not al-ilah. And how that became your God. And why you say it's a name then? Because based on what you said, it's a word meaning God. Where's your God name?
What does Allah mean? Allah originally comes from the word al-ilah, the Lord, the deity, the one who is worthy of being deified. But the nature of language is that over time language begins to develop. And if a word is being used again and again repeatedly, sometimes things that are not essential parts of the word may be deleted over time. So for example, in Arabic, people are known as unas. And over time, as the Arabs would say al-unas, 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 some people started to speak faster and they started to then say an-nas.
An-nas.
Even though the original word is still used till today, people use al-unas as well.
So are you saying to me that your God, Allah, He chose the word, the people, they change it? Because the word an-nas appeared in the Quran. Allah is using the wrong word? Because you just said it is, the correct one is al-unas. So Allah using the word an-nas, why? Like, what? I mean, where you get those people from, you know, for me from? I mean, you Muslims, you post those videos for me, supposedly to get me busted. And look what happened. There's a chapter in the Quran. There's a chapter in the Quran, you know. What the chapter is saying, brother? Huh? So Allah and the Muslims choose the wrong name. Here we go. It's called An-Nas. Do you see it? Isn't it you Muslim, you say that the Quran written before all mankind exist? But you just say that the word, this is a change. So the Quran based on this is written after the change happened. This is An-Nas, not Al-Unas, as he said. The name of the Malikun Nas, read it carefully. So the Quran written after the people, they changed the word. The original, the correct one is Al-Unas, he said. But people want to make it easier, so they said An-Nas. Allah is Ilahun Nas. The God of An-Nas, Allah. And I like it when the Muslims, they say that he is the God with a small capital letter in their website. Perfect, shaitan. You know, Allah is a small God. Do you see it? Not capital letter. The Muslims admit that Allah is the God of mankind as a small letter. Perfect. So this is the definition. Allah is not really a name. We don't know what this word means. They are saying to you, well, this is the word diverted from the word Al-Ilah. And imagine here, by the way, until now we did not get any official answer. Like, why Muhammad did not tell us what the word means? Why Allah did not say what the word means? We have YouTubers. Anyone can make an answer. I can make it. I can say it used to be a tree. Where is the official answers? And now you admitted that you are stealing the words from somebody else, and this has nothing to do with your religion. Other religion, they would say Al-Ilah, Al-Ilah. So you make it, and you make it a name for your God. So you are looking for a God, and then you found a God as of your choice, the God of the Kaaba, the God of the star, the God of the moon, and you said, I'm going to call him La. And just to prove to you that what he said is stupid, more than what he's stupid, he said, I mean, the answer he said is condemning Islam anyway. But Al-Ilah, Al-Ilah, Ilah, is simply E-L, and there is little H at the end, like a sound of a music. Ilah. Still, it's Ilah. It's not Allah. It is Il. Idiot. Il. Ilah. That sound at the end, the little tiny H, it's not really even an H. It's like a music sound. They added like for something holy to make it more beautiful. It's not even part of the word. It is Il. And we just heard Zakir Naik saying that Jesus said Ili, Ili. And he said, this is Allah.
In Arabic, people are known as unas. And over time, as the Arabs would say al-unas, 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 some people started to speak faster and they started to then say an-nas. Even though the original word is still used till today, people use al-unas as well. And similarly, people would essentially say al-ilah, 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 and over time, as the usage continued, al-ilah, Allah. And the name then became Allah.
Now we know how the name become Allah. So this isn't the name of God. This is a word meaning God. And even this is a changed word. So as long it used to be something and now became something, next year it might become something else. So now, do you believe me when I say not a single Muslim can answer us? They don't know. They are trying to find a solution what the name word mean. But all would take you 2 seconds, my friend. We showed you in the Quran in chapter number 1. And this is a screenshot from yesterday. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And this is the Muslim resemble in the Arabic. Bism is a wrong written, by the way. The Muslim, they took the alif to make it short. As he said, to make it easier, they changed even the Quran. Allah, he said bi-ism, they make it bism. Bi-ismi lahi rahmani rahim. Lahi, he. The I at the end is just like the sound, the same as the H in the end of eel. Ilah. So, what is the name of their God? Lah. The second verse, verse number 2. Alhamdu li lah. Li in Arabic mean two. Li mean two. Lah is the name of their God, as you see. That is the truth. Lah is not Allah. And this is why the Quran deleting totally the letter Alif in the beginning of the name, because it's not a name. Where the letters start. The name starts from the Lah. And now, you do not need to be a genius to go to Prophet Google, peace be upon him, and search for Lah. God, Lah. Is that a coincidence that the moon God is your God? It's coming from the Sabian God? Any Muslim? This is just an article. I'm not saying I approve it or disapprove it, but just search in Google. There's tons of articles, and you check it out, and you study carefully what it is. Lah is the moon God. Actually, we have a clear reference that Allah's name is very flexible. If you remember, chapter of Yasin. Yasin. What sin mean? Allah is the God. Sin. Ya is a word mean God. Another word from the ancient Sabian language. Yasin. Ya is a word mean God. Search right now for sin. Sin is the moon God. Lah is the moon God. Sin is the moon God, and both are in the Quran, and both of them are saying clearly that this is the God of Islam. And actually, if you ask the Muslim, what sin mean? What Yasin mean? They say Allah knows best what he meant by that. Additional proof that Islam is a forgery. They don't know. They are copying words from other religions. Tafsir al-Jalalain. Yasin. Allah knows best what he meant by those letters. But if you go right now and search for God's sin, you will find that sin is the same word you use in English for sin. Like when you say this is sin, why they say that? Because you are saying this is pagan. You are saying this is pagan, so this is sin. You're used in English today. Sin is the moon god. So wherever we go, we are surrounded by the moon god. And this is why we will find, when we speak about the moon god, right away we will find the crescent moon. What say you, Muslims? Your God is Lah. Your God is sin. Your God is pagan God. And you have no idea why those names are there. Copy, cut, paste, cult is called Islam. And because you are copy, cut, paste, you do not understand what it says. I mean, have you ever heard of a God? He says to you, Yasin. Okay, what does that mean, brother? Allah knows best, brother, what he meant by this. Because Muhammad is copying from the book of Waraq ibn Nawfal. He does not know what those things mean. I mean, if an average Muslim do not know, I understand. But if the Prophet himself do not know, that is a different story. Any Muslims? Mr. Lanoun, he is saying prince, properly a princess. My friend, I know, I understand that you are in pain. And supposedly you are trying to insult me. It's okay. You know, I welcome you to insult me more. It's a blessing for me. But my friend, as long as you are talking Christian prince is properly a princess. Do you want me to make a special call with me and ask me if I do put eyeliner like your prophet 3 times on my eyes a day? If I wear women clothes like your prophet every day? If I pee like a woman like your prophet every day? Are you there? And then we can find out who is the princess here. Are you there? Or maybe you can ask me, hey Christian prince, have you ever kissed your friend down his belly like the Prophet Muhammad? Is that a new tradition in the Middle East? I'm a Middle Eastern. Since when we Middle Easterns, we kiss each other down the belly? Huh? And then the guy said, oh, don't stop. This is how I like it. Oh, brother, don't stop, please. And you are talking about prince and princess. Don't go there. You are talking to Christian prince. You will be humiliated, you and your prophet. If you try to humiliate me, good for you, no problem. But remember, I know all the laundry of your prophet. So the question now, is Muhammad he or she? Muhammad taking off his shirt. The guy, he said to him, this is not fair. The prophet, he poked him under his ribs with his stick. He's tickling him. And then the guy said to him, you are wearing a shirt, but I am not. The prophet, then he raised his shirt. And then the man embraced him. And he began to kiss his side. Who is kissing who? You will say to me, oh, the man is kissing the side of the prophet. The word kashah is the down of the belly, not the side. And why a man even kissing there? And then he starts saying, oh, prophet, this is what I wanted. Oh, prophet. My religion is dead, my friend. Even your Quran says, and judgment time will not come until all they believe in him, who the Messiah. It is your religion who is dead. This is why you want to kill those who preach the gospel, because you're afraid, because you are terrified. And your prophet is dead. How you can have a religion anyway? My Christ, my Lord is alive. Your religion is dead, and your prophet too. And I can show you the hadith how he stink. The Muslim did not bury him for 3 days, 3 nights. They think that he is the same as Jesus. Because he lied to them. He says, we prophet promised by Allah that our body will not decay. And then the poor Muslims, they believed him, so they did not bury him for 3 days. He said to them, pray, send your salat to me, for your salat will be presented in front of me. They said to him, Prophet, but you will be dead. You will decay. He said, no, no. We Prophet, our body don't decay. And then the reference says that the Prophet, قَدْ رَبَى بَطْنَهُ, which means that his belly full of fart, full of gas. You know, when a person, he die, and you don't clean him, and he have a food, the food will start digesting. The digestion keep going, even if he's dead. The bacteria will digest the food. So the belly of Muhammad became full of gas, fart. And he started shooting left and right. So Ibn Abbas says, قَدْ رَبَى بَطْنَهُ ادْفُنُوا صَاحِبَكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ يَأْسَنُ كَمَا يَأْسُنُ الْبَشَرِ. Bury your friend, he stink like the human stink. So you are following a stinky prophet according to your books. And we are following the living Messiah according to your book too. And you are talking about who is dead. Weak hadith. This is weak hadith? Okay. It's weak hadith. That's it. I don't know. As I know that weak hadith is a weak argument according to the Sheikh Hamza. You know, when the Muslims, they say, by the way, weak hadith, they are saying to us that we Muslims will lie about our prophet, and we put a lot of lies in our book. We are a bunch of liars. We lie about Muhammad. Don't believe in what we say to you in our books, because we lie all the time. That's what they mean. They are trying to say to you, this is a lie. Okay, but who wrote the lie? Muslims. Who printed the lie? Muslims. Who accepted the lies? Muslims. So if it's a lie, why it's there? Muslims. Okay. And anything is embarrassment to Islam, they say it's a lie. It's a lie, brother. Hey, Abdul, first of all, I thought salat should go to God. Why your salat will be given to Muhammad? Is he God? Look, you pray now, your prayer is not going to Allah. It's going to Muhammad in the grave. Brother, is that true? And by the way, just to show you the stupidity of this God, read carefully, and this is Sahih Hadith. I mean, have you ever heard of religion and followers? Their prophet said to them, don't write the hadith. And then they write down, don't write the hadith. Read carefully. The prophet said, who? Allah Messenger said, don't take down, don't write down anything from me. And he who took down anything from me, except the Quran, he should efface it. Efface that narrative from me. Okay. And then you write this. The guy, he just said to you, don't write what I say, only Quran. And then they write, the prophet said, don't write what we say. You're crazy. He just said to you, don't write it down. Don't write down what I say. And what do? You write down, the prophet says, don't write down what I say. So all the hadith, according to Muhammad, should not be written. Do you know why? Because Muhammad, people, they start reminding him of what he said. He cannot repeat the same lie twice correctly. In the first lie, he said 4. In the second lie, he said 10. In the third lie, the same story, but he cannot repeat the same story twice. Hey, Prophet, which floor you used to live in? The 3rd floor. Prophet, but last week you said you are on the 10th floor. Okay. From now on, don't write down what I say, okay? So all the book of hadith should not be written then. And this is Sahih. according to the direction of his camel. Well, my friend, the Muslim, they will say to you, well, he's praying, doesn't matter, you know, because the Quran says wherever you will put your face, you know, it's not worth it for me. Hit the head of the snake. Don't waste your time. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Now listen to me. Don't download my videos. And then by the time I finish my speech, I will find like 100 if you downloaded the video, and they will make the title. Christian Prince, he said, don't download the video, okay? This is so beautiful. Genius. This is the proof that following Muhammad make you genius. So all those books behind those Abduls is a joke. Your prophet forbidding you from, and they say to you, we are Muslim Sunni, following the order of the prophet. No, you don't. And you know what? Thank God you did not, because all the garbage about Muhammad is here. So if we have only the Quran is a very confusing, stupid book. There's nothing in the Quran. Like flying carpet. Solomon, he heard the ant. And the ant, she said to her friends, hey ants, hide, otherwise Solomon will kill you. What is killing me, I mean, how the ant, she knew the name of the King Solomon. I mean, you know what? You got to respect the ants. I mean, how in the world, she is an ant, but she knew the name of the King Solomon. You see how famous this guy was? And there's no social media at that time, brother. How she knew his name? It's very amazing. I feel like converting to Islam now. When Solomon, he arrived to the Valley of the Ants. Is that in California? Huh? Where is the Valley of the Ants? Is that in California? As I know, there's ants everywhere. But look like the ants, they have their own territory and state, the Valley of the Ants. Till when they come into the Valley of the Ants, one of the ants, look at the details, look, one of the ants, not all the ants, just one only. They have only one ant in charge of alarm, like alarm, alarm, alarm. As I know, they have the colony, each colony, they have thousands of ants for alarm. One of the ants, she said. What about the rest? They were asleep. Oh, ants, enter your dwelling. And I saw some videos, hilarious. They say in Arabic it says namla, and science discover that the word namla, sorry, the one who in charge of alarm is a female, and namla is a female. So how Allah, he knew this, you idiot? In Arabic we say female for all those insects, regardless if they have balls or not. So when they are many, we call them naml. When it is one, we say namla, idiot. We don't check the balls of the ants. Hashara, insect, it's a female. Any individual, we add T to it. Idiot. But anyway, this is the good story, brother. Here you learn history. And Darwin, he should start from here, the idiot Darwin. The ant, she said to the other ant, and look how, what we learn from this story. And then Sulaiman, he smiled. At her speech, the ant, she made a speech. As I know, the ant don't talk. They communicate, yes. I mean, we can say they talk, but they don't talk really speech. They communicate by vibration and chemical, that's it. And the funny, that Allah, he taught Sulaiman the language of the birds. And yet, he understands the language of the ants. And then Sulaiman, he went, I don't want to change the topic, but just to show you a cartoon before we finish. For how long we are here now? 2 hours? 2 hours. 1 hour? How many hours we are here? 2 hours and 29? Okay, still short, still short. Good news, good news. This is a short video of a conference. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, lillah, lillah, brother. Lillah, li. Alhamdulillah. Genius. So, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, Islam is a joke, and there's no question about that. And as you see, we challenge them to tell us what Allah means, and none of them can tell us. They are saying to us, this is a word diverted from something else. So how you say this is the name of God? How you say this is a name then? They don't know who is their God. All what they know that Allah have 2 hands in the right side of his shoulder. He have a shin. He have a face. He have eyes. But don't ask more questions. They don't know who they are worshipping. How Allah look like? Maybe we should make our coming video about this topic. How Allah look like?
Okay, the second question of Rami was when people pray and say, oh Allah Azza wa Jal, grant us the ability to see your face in paradise, or when someone prays to you and says, may Allah Azza wa Jal allow you to see Allah's.
And by the way, this is a serious program now, because usually Islamic program, the question is very silly. Like, brother, is it okay if I eat ice cream with my fiancée, or she became my sister if we drink the same, if we eat the same ice cream? Or other caller, she would say, brother, is it okay to shave my underarm? I'm a female and I am 17. This is life on air. Or you might find a woman, she is horny, say, when I take off, listen to this. Once a Muslim woman, she called a sheikh live on TV. I wish at that time I have a program to record it. She said, Assalamu alaikum, you know, and there's 2 sheikhs. And the woman, she is like making some noises which she don't want to hear. And the sheikh, they start sweating. Brother, when I take off my clothes in the front of the fish tank, the fish, they start shaking. What? The fish in the fish tank, they are shaking? What? The sheikh, he drank the water. I'm not going to make the voice of the women, because you know what I'm talking about. Obviously, she is not a good person. I mean, I don't know. She is making fun of them. I have no idea. So the sheikh, he drank the water. The other one is sweating. He says, sister, I think a thither, you have to, from now on, don't take off your clothes in the front of the fish tank, because the fish are looking at your beautiful, pure body. And they have a genie in the fish. It's true. Muslims believe in that. So there's a genie inside the fish, is a male genie. When this female, she take off her panty or her clothes, like, she go crazy. You know, like, you know. So please don't take off. And then she said to them, the woman, I cannot tell you, sorry, I cannot do that because I have only 1 room. Oh, the guy, he starts sweating more now. He said, okay, sister, don't you have a blanket? Cover the fish tank by the blanket. I mean, look how serious the topic is. At least here they are talking about how Allah look like. But usually, the conversation is so low. Very low. Okay, tell us more about Allah.
Azza wa Jal. He's the creator of the all, what you see. And
like, yeah, he is the creator of all what I see. That's it. It's proven. Exactly. That's why he says the sperm coming from the backbone of the man, and women have a sperm coming from their ribs.
what you do not see, and he's not created, and he does not die, and he does not have an ending, subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's it. Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So Allah described in the Quran that he has a face. Allah described in the Quran that he has 2 hands when he addressed Iblis, Satan. and he told him, what?
Hold on, hold on. There's a guy, his name is Mimi. He said, who said so? And there's a guy in the comment, he says, I wish to see you debating Mimi so he can end your career. Abdul, we end his career a long time ago. The Tits boy. Mr. Tits.
Prevented you from prostrating to what I have created with my 2 hands.
2 hands.
So this is what Allah described himself. Allah says in Surah Al-Qalam that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show his leg.
You know what? I have to admit, I have a weakness when it's come to legs. But I wonder if the God, he will show his leg. Which leg is going to be more beautiful? A leg of a woman or the leg of Allah? As long as the Muslims, they keep calling him he, I'm telling you from now, I prefer to see a leg of a woman. I mean, like, come on. It is he. So why in the world Allah is showing us his leg? Do any Muslim have an idea? It is he. Anyone? So it is he, and he is going to show us his leg. I cannot imagine how the legs of Allah look like, but I got a picture. So Allah have 2 hands. For sure is not spider, because spider don't have 2 hands. Allah have 5 fingers. For sure is not spider. Spider have no fingers. Allah have a shin. Spider have many shin. So who is Allah? Who is this God you worship? You are confused about his name. You are confused about his look. Okay, he have 2 hands. Where are they? And when you say he have hands, why he need them? You see, Jesus come to this earth as a man. Okay, he is, between us as a man, so he do what men do. He have hands, he grab with them things. Okay. Allah have hands for what? You see, the Muslim, they say to us, the Quran says, if Allah wants something to happen, they say, be and is going to be. So what the hands for? Is this metaphorical? No. The guy is saying clearly those are not metaphorical. He have 2 hands. So maybe we should make the second video after this. Or maybe I'm trying, you know what, I'm thinking to make it like a series about what this mean, like maybe next video I will make what Israel mean. Hey Muslims, what Israel mean? The Quran keeps saying Israel, Israel. By the way, look at this spider. I'm confused. Which one is this eyes? He have 4 eyes, this guy? Like, what the heck? What happened to you, Gali? Huh? Let us ask Joe Biden what happened to the spider. Hey, Joe Biden, president, what happened to the spider? You know the thing? Oh, okay. I mean, look how short the answer and how sharp. That is Muhammad. You know the thing. Allah knows best. So Allah have hands, Allah have legs, Allah have a shin, and Allah will show his shin. Why? Like, what is the occasion exactly? Striptease days? The day of stripping? Why Allah want to show his shin? And look how excited he is to describe for you how Allah look like.
In Surah Al-Qalam, that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show his leg. وَيُكْشَفُ عَنْ سَاقٍ وَيُدْعَوْنَ إِلَى السُّجُودِ. And they are called to prostrate, and everyone prostrates except the hypocrites. All the believers would prostrate, and the hypocrites...
Only the hypocrite, brother. Only the hypocrite. They will not prostrate. Do you prostrate to Allah? No, I don't. You are a hypocrite.
will try to prostrate and their back goes one
My back feel one piece, to be honest with you. Okay.
piece and they will be thrown into hell. Allah tells us about himself subhanahu wa ta'ala that he has an eye. The Prophet tells us that the Prophet
He have an eye. One eye? Or how many eyes? Man, look, what? Allah has an eye? I mean, do you see how much they knew about their God? Allah has an eye. Do Allah close his eye? Do Allah sleep? Maybe Allah is like alligator. He never closes his eyes. Okay.
has that Allah Azza wa Jal has fingers. When he says, "Oh Allah, the hearts are between two of your fingers, you flip them as you wish."
Between two of your fingers? How many he have? So this is what you know about your God. He have fingers? Please answer me, please. Is the hadith of Ibn Mas'ud where some force looking men rode him all night, even he is recited it true? I'm not sure what do you mean. Looking what? Looking men rode him? I don't know. I don't understand your question, Ben Yahudi. Your English is like mine, my friend. It's messed up, you know. I could not get it. Or maybe because my English is not good, I could not get your question. What do you mean? So I just see the Muslims, they have no idea what they are worshipping. You know, they are guessing. Allah have, you know, they look here in what Muhammad said. There's two hands, there's 5 fingers, you know. He have a shin, his magnificent, beautiful leg. Actually, this is one of my favorite videos. When the guy says, Allah have magnificent, beautiful leg, shin. Let us see.
Everyone on it will perish.
This guy, he added the music to the video. He's, you know, he destroyed it. Don't add those music for those videos. It doesn't make sense anyway. Let us see this one here.
Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, the Prophet's companion, said that Prophet Muhammad once said, the meaning of the saying the Prophet, Allah's hand is ever full. Now he used the word Yadullah mil'a. Now why do the translation here we use the word hands? Because Allah also talk about himself. Yadullah fawqa aydihim. The hand of Allah is above their hands. But how do the hand of Allah look like? Don't imagine.
Don't imagine, brother. Brother, don't imagine. Stop. You cannot imagine. Allah have a hand. But how the hands of Allah look like, don't imagine. It's haram. And there's a guy saying that Christian Prince is destroyed. My friend, all of you destroy me, as you see. But none of you dare to call me. I mean, do you see how easy to destroy Christian Prince, making videos about him? But where is the ones who can call me and show me that? Here we go. I have 1,400 people listening, and none of you. Let me open my palto. Even though I was planning to go soon. but I will give you an extension time, so maybe you can get me busted, brother. I will open my Paltalk for any decent Muslims who can destroy me. Who wanna do that? Mayday, mayday. Destruction time. But the heroes, they make videos about me. Okay, this is for my good, because all of you Muslims come to me because Muslims keep talking about me, but nobody dare to debate me. But all of you can destroy me for sure. I mean, you are the winner always. Here we go. I'm logging in my Paltalk now. Huh? Bingo, I am in Paltalk. Who is the Muslim feel like destroying me? Can I join you? No. Guys, only Muslims, please text me. Only if you are a Muslim. Bluebird, my friend is a Muslim, he wanna call me. Let him call me, let him text me. Text me first, because you cannot call me right away. Text me first and I will call you immediately if you are a Muslim only. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me and tell us what his thought about what we just said about Allah? Anyone? Who is a Muslim? He would have a golden chance, opportunity to destroy me in front of 1,400 people watching. Anyone? My Paltalk is open. Just text me and I will call you immediately. In the speed of Allah. Speed of Allah, that's not good. It take Allah 50,000 years, 1,000 years to send the angels and 1,000 years to come back. So how Muhammad was receiving the messages if take them 2,000 years to go back and go up down? Any Muslim? Yeah, we have 1,400 people watching, but we have only 950 likes. You hate me, don't you? Who is a Muhammadan would like to give me a call? See, if I am a person who have a blue eyes, American, you remember the guy from the Philippines says, I debated a real American. You're not real American. Like he's supposed to, like, he debated real American, man. Real American. I mean, look, listen carefully. He debated a real American. You are not real American, you have an accent. That's what he said to me. And actually, this is why they're afraid to debate me, because I have an accent. I am an Arab, I speak Arabic. I debated real American. Like, what? Real American? What this have to do with... What? So my Paltalk is open. Let me see, I have one text. No, this is not a text. Any Muslim? Just text me. Just say I'm a Muslim, I will call you. Nobody. Until now, there's nobody, sadly. Honestly, guys, if you have any Muslim sheikh, especially sheikh with a long beard, if you can ask them to come and join us, I will speak to them nicely, with respect, we speak to the person, depending on what he deserves. If he is a rude, if you want to be filthy, this is your business. But people who they are respectful, we will speak to them in a better, even respect. I am a Christian, but I want to tell you that that God is not a sexual being, so he does not have specific gender. But I do agree that when he come to the earth, he come the form of the sun. Genius. Okay, thank you. We did not say that God have a gender. This is not what we said. When we believe that Jesus is the Son of God, we don't believe that God the Father have sex. So don't be silly. Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? Who is a Muslim would like to give me a text and I will call you immediately. Anyone? And you know, if you don't want to talk about the topic we are talking about, feel free. Anything about Islam, Muhammad. Who want to call us to tell us how Muhammad is a prophet of God? Who want to do that? Who is a true believer? He believes Muhammad is a prophet. And he can share with us what make him a prophet and what make Allah God. Anyone? Choose whatever you want topic about your religion. I will be happy. Who is this Allah? Do you Muslims know? You know, all what you say to us, He is the creator. Well, all religion, they say there's the God they worship, He is the creator. Do you have a proof that Allah is really the creator, the real creator? Because there's many that claim that creation belong to them, you know. Do you Muslims have any proof of such a thing? Because talk is cheap. Proving it is something wrong, different, you know. Anyone? They claim they're I don't understand. Ibadat. I don't know what you mean. Sometimes I feel better about my English when I see some other English. So do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us? And I will speak to you nicely as usual. Unless you are rude, you want to try to put me down as a person, trust me, I will unleash the Middle Eastern inside me. You know, I am a Middle Eastern. Don't go there. You want to be nice, I will be nicer than you. You want to be rude, give it a try. Any Muslims? Who is a person who have a beard, big beard? I like big beard, you know, big beard, very nice, you know. I have a big beard too. You know, we can put it next to each other, see like which beard is longer. And the longer one, we can use it as a towel. Because your beard doesn't make any difference anyway. I mean, you grow up, all of them, they grow a beard. Zakir Naik is trying to grow a beard, by the way, but sometimes it's not growing. He used fertilizer, it's still not working. Do you have time to teach us what the Quran mean by any created? No problem. Let us make a question to the Muslims. Hey Muslims, what do you Muslims mean when you say the Quran is not created? As you see, there's somebody here is interested to know what you Muslims mean when you say the Quran is not created. Let us put your question for you on the screen. Thank you for the question. So now we are done with the topic, and those who want to download the video, please feel free to cut that part where, you know, we speak about Allah, who is Allah, etc. And now let us go here. And this is the question for Muslims. You see, the second you ask such a question to the Muslims, Muslims are so good to ask them questions like, can we eat ice cream? Is it halal? Those are, everybody volunteer to answer them. Is curry halal made by the Hindus? Brother? What? Is the Hindu curry, brother? The curry made by the Hindu is halal? Like, what? It's a curry. Brother, is it okay to sit in the toilet seat and the toilet seat is facing the Kaaba? No, brother, haram. So all those silly questions, they are so good in answer them. The second you ask serious a question, they are not there. So now the question is, this is a very serious question. What the Muslims mean when they say the Quran is uncreated? Any Muslim can tell us? Because by saying that the Quran is uncreated, now we have Allah, according to Muslims, is not created, right? What make Allah divine according to Muslims? Because he is not created. That's wonderful. Quran is not created, not even by Allah. So it's created by who? Never been created. So we have to divine. Anyone? You see, I'm giving you Muslims the question so you can help us. There's a sheikh. He claimed the Quran is created. Do you know what they did to him? The caliphate, he brought him in the day of Eid. He tied him up in the mosque and he slaughtered him. He said, today we are not going to sacrifice a sheep. We are going to sacrifice this man. What is his crime? Because he said the Quran is created. So if the Quran is not created, and Allah is not created, so now we have two divine. How that can be? Anyone? Do we have any Indonesian Ustad? There was, you know, I missed this guy. Too bad he died. You know, the guy who promised me 5 BMW. I wish they did not die, because I wanted to save his soul. This poor man, he will go to hell following Muhammad. He promised me 5 BMW. TP. What's his name? What's his name? I forgot his name. What's his name? Ustaz what? Insane? Insane. Yeah, Ustaz Insane. Insan, sorry, Insan. I'm getting pal talk. We can set up a talk, no problem. Are you a Muslim, Mr. Preston? Only Muslims, they can contact me. Remember, don't contact me if you are a Christian. And those Christians who contact me in Patreon, please don't contact me unless it is necessarily. Remember, I have tons of people, they keep, you know, I mean, you can, I really would love to give you all the time I can, but for me, I prefer to answer questions asked in public, so everybody get the benefit of the answer, not one individual. And I'm not good in writing emails. It takes too much time. While answering you here, as you see, I'm giving you all the time. I mean, how many hours you want? Have you ever heard of somebody stay with you for 5 hours non-stop until his voice is gone? I used to stay even 12 hours. Any Muslim? Okay, until now we don't have any Muslim, sadly. And too bad. We wanted you to give your voice to those audience, so people, they can hear the other side of the story. You know, it's not good to hear one side of the story, right? But I assure you that the Muslim story is not even a side of the story. It's a fiction. They don't know what they are talking about. I never saw a Muslim, he knew what he's talking about. Never. No, Malik, sorry. Only Muslim